Hi guys, welcome back. This is BALAGANESAN. You know very well, I always used to say that numerical methods is a very easiest paper. It is very easy to learn. Are you ready for that? Yeah. If yes, continue with my video. In my today's video, I'm going to give you a different topic. It is interpolation with unequal intervals. What is unequal interval? There is nothing but, you know very well, the value of x are unequally spaced. Look at that. 4, 5, 7, it will be 4, 5, 7, 10, 11, 13. So these values are not equal. So if it is equally spaced, we discussed in the previous topic, it is interpolation with equal intervals. Here its values are unequally spaced. So it is under unequal interval case. So this one only I have given. X values are arguments, Y values are entries. Here X values are need not be equal. Right. So in the difference, here also we are going to use different concept. In the equal interval, we use the forward and the backward interval in difference concept. But in unequal interval, we are going to deal with divided difference. We're going to deal with divided difference. That is what I'm going to define now. The first divided difference, how to explain that? How to define a first divided difference? For two arguments. Arguments x0 comma x1. It's going to define like f of x1 minus first value f of x1, the second value minus the function value or the first one, second value of the function minus the first value of the function divided by second minus first argument, second argument minus x1 minus x0. It's going to define like that f of x1 x0 comma x1. As I told you already, for f of x0 comma x1, first we have to do with f of x1, the second value minus the first value, second value minus the first value divided by x1 minus x0. This is what the formula for divided difference for first for two arguments. First divided difference for two arguments. It's going to define like delta. This is delta. Already we studied. One middle it is one line is divided in the middle. So it is divided delta. It's going to call divided delta. This is what divided difference operator. Right. Therefore, f of x0 comma x1 equivalent to, it can be written as divided del of f of x0 at the argument x1. Divided del of f of x0 at the argument x1 is going to define already, as I told you already, f of x1. Second value, f of second value minus f of first value divided by second value minus first value. Similarly, we can define for second divided difference. Second divided difference for three arguments. So what I have to write? This is three argument. So first will be function value of the last two, f of x1 comma x2 minus the function value of the first two, x0 comma x1 divided by last value minus first value, x2 minus x0. That's it. So function value of the last two minus function value of first two divided by x2 minus x0. If it is three argument, 3, we have to separate. So this is for two arguments. Three arguments only at a particular point of f of x0 at the argument x1 and x2. Right. So this is the way to define it. Get that? F of x1, x2, function value of the last two, then function value of the first two divided by x2 minus x0. Similarly, we can define for three arguments. Yeah, I hope easily you can answer for that. What will be the answer for this? Yes, exactly. Function value of the last three and then function value of the first three divided by x3 minus x0. x3 minus x0. Exactly. Good guys. That's it. This is what the concept in uh, second and the third divided difference. Right. I will. We have one example here using the divided difference concept. We will also solve such kind of problems. we have to prove the third difference. Third difference for four arguments, you know very well. So A about B, C, D, we have to solve. So totally third difference means four arguments. First difference, there will confirmably there should be two arguments. Second, for second order, divided difference, three arguments. Third order means one argument will be higher when we compare the difference. That's it. So for that, we are having 1 by A here. For that, we have to take For that, we have to take f of x as 1 by x. Then what about f of a value? Will be 1 by a. Just we are assuming the function f of x according to the given one. Suppose here if they are giving a equivalent to means they have to write like f of x equal to a. In that way you have to write here f of x function they have given like 1 by 1 divided by a. That's why we have to consider the function f of x equivalent to 1 upon x, 1 by x. That implies f of a equivalent to 1 by a. Now we have to find uh, first divided difference. F of 1 by a at the argument divided by at the argument b. Then how to write it? That is f of a comma b. How can you write? You know very well. F of next value minus f of first value divided by last value minus first value. What is f of b value? 1 by b. What is f of a value? 1 by a divided by, sorry, here it is b minus a divided by last value minus first value. Now take LCM. It will be a minus b divided by ab whole divided by 1 by minus of a minus b. This b minus a I can write minus of a minus b. So this will be cancelled. The answer will be minus 1 upon a into b. So look at that. This can be written as f of b minus f of a. Then equal to this. Simplify this. We can get f of ab equivalent to minus 1 by ab. Now tell me, explain the divided difference concept for three arguments. There are three arguments are there. So take the last two, f of last two, b comma c minus f of first two, a comma b divided by last value minus first value, c minus a. So what is f of bc? F of AB is minus 1 by AB. So then f of BC conformally minus 1 by BC using this equation 1. Minus f of A is 1 by minus 1 by AB. Already 1 minus is there. It will be plus divided by C minus A. If you are taking LCM, C minus A will cancel. You will get 1 by ABC. Similarly, we have to proceed for four arguments. So function value of last three minus function value of first three. We have to use this equation again. Then we will get f of BCD. F of AB is C is 1 by ABC. Then what about f of BCD? From this equation 2, we have to take this. So it will be 1 by BCD minus 1 divided by ABC divided by last value minus first value b minus a. If you are taking LCM, it will be cancelled. Then finally you will get the required answer. Look at that. It will be a minus d minus a will be there. If you are taking minuses common, both will cancel. Minus 1 by a, b, c, d will be the answer. This is the required answer. This is the way to play with the divided difference. Now, I'll give you another example, numerical example now. Right. Using Newton's divided difference formula. Sometimes to confuse you, they won't give this word using Newton's formula. Using Newton's formula, find the value of f of 2, f of 8 and f of 15. Some few members they will do. Simply they will use Newton's formula means Newton's uh, forward interpolation formula, backward interpolation formula they will use it. Exactly, we are not supposed to use that concept because before to solve the problems in this topic, you should check the values of x, whether it is equally spaced or not. So in the previous topic, in the previous video lecture, you can check it. all the value of x are equally spaced. So it is under equal interval. So we can use a Newton's forward interpolation, backward interpolation. But what about in this problem? 4, 5, 6 is not there. 7, 8, 9 is not there. 10, 11, 12 is not there. 13. So it is not equally spaced. So it is under interpolation with unequal intervals. So for unequal intervals, we have this formula, Newton divided difference, and Lagrange's also we can use. I have given I have uploaded a separate video for Lagrange's equation. Please go to that. Right. Now come to this topic. Newton's divided difference formula. Find the values of f of 2, f of 8, f of 15. Here also, x are unequally spaced only, but it is in ascending order. If it is in ascending order or descending order, I have one advantage. It is nothing but you can check whether your answer is right or wrong. Easily can conclude it. How we can conclude it? Already I explained the concept, even though I will repeat it again. F of 2, I have to find 2. So the value should not be more than the 48. Suppose in case if you are getting 50 or 100, 200 or 2000, if you are getting like that, it is wrong. You should check the procedure again, what you have done already. Right. Similarly, f of 8, 710, it should be between this, between 294 and 900. There will be a little bit, suppose if you are getting some other value, you can't able to check, but it should be 294 to 900. If it is coming beyond that, below the 294 or above the 900, you can come to the conclusion that is wrong. That is the way you have to do the cross check. Similarly, for f of 15, so look at that 13, 15. It should be above 2028, not below that. Above means not more than that. Look at that. All the differences are slightly it is increasing. So there won't be major difference. Like here, 1000, 9 after 900, 1000, 2000, maximum you can get 3000 or like we have to find 15. 13 is there, 14, 15. For that, around it may be around 3000 something. It will be like that. That will be the answer for that. This is the way to do the cross check. So now come to the problem. You know how to find the different normal difference table, but here we are going to find divider difference table for one argument, two argument, three arguments. Already I explained the concept. That is what we are going to do here. Arguments are 4, 5, 7, 10. Entries means x values are going to call arguments and y values are going to call entries. That's it. 48, 100, 294, 900, 1210, 2028. And what we have done in the difference table, directly we will subtract this minus this. That will be the answer. Most of you will do the mistake. It is not equally spaced, so you have to use divided difference concept. You have to use divided difference concept. What a divided difference says that it will be I'm having the two this values of y for two arguments 4 and 5. Then what I have to write? F of 5 minus f of 4 divided by, for example, f of 5 minus f of 4 divided by 5 minus 4. What is f of 5 value? It is 100. Here it will be 100. What is f of 4 value? It is 48. So 100 minus 48 divided by 5 minus 4. So no need to confuse in that way. I'll give you one shortcut way here how to understand this concept. So directly subtract this and this. This is what f of b minus f of a. 100. Directly you can do that. 100 minus 48. This is what we will do in normal difference table. But a divided difference table, you should divide with the difference of the arguments. 5 minus 4. This minus this divided by this minus this. Similarly, um, that's it. So what will be the value? We are getting 52. What I have to do in the next? 294 minus 100 divided by 7 minus 5. Next value minus the previous value will be 97. In the next one, it will be 900 minus 294 divided by 100 minus 7 will be this. The next one, 1210 minus 900 divided by 11 minus 10. We will get this. Next also in the similar way, we can find this minus this divided by 13 minus 11. Right, that's it. Then what about the second difference? That also easy, guys. I'm going to give the clue now. As I told you already, do not skip my video or do not forward it because of this reason only. I'm going to give the clue now. So this minus this you know very well. So what will be 97 minus 52 divided by what will be for three arguments. So you have to go through here to there. What will be 7 minus 4. Similarly, for the next one, 202 minus 97 divided by what I have to take. So 10 minus 5, or whether it is 7 minus 4. And that way you'll get the confusion. You no need to get the confusion here. That clue only I'm going to give now. So just listen very carefully, guys. This one, 97 minus 52, you know very well, divided by the left end value of this including sign and the right end value of this including sign. So 7 minus 4. That's it. Now you understand the concept, I think so. Tell me the answer for the second one. 200 minus 97 divided by what will be left side value of this including sign and right side value of this including sign. So 10 minus 5 exactly. Then what about for the next one? 409 minus 310 divided by, if you look the argument here, if you look at this, you will get the confusion where to where I have to move. That confusion will be there. To avoid the confusion only, I am going to give the clue. And what will be the left end of the bigger value, the last value, and the right end including sign of the previous value. So what will be 13 minus 10. Go. That's it. This clue will help you to solve the problem in the easiest way for the upcoming higher derivatives also, because this derivatives again difference itself you'll get the confusion, but for the third difference confirmly it will confuse you. What will be, you'll get answer for this. I will tell you this and this and then this and then this plus one this. Now we have to find the next difference. Look at that, 21 minus 15 divided by what I have to take. So if you look at that here, it will come for what will be for cube means it will be four arguments. So this will be, these are the four arguments. So it will be 10 minus 4 and finally 11 minus 5. In that way it will come. So totally will confuse it, whether it is 5 or 7, that and all. That's why to avoid that, try to use that clue, what I have given just before. So use that clue. Yes. From the higher, this one, left side value 10 including sign, the right side value there minus 4. Similarly, for the next one, 27 minus 21 divided by what is the left hand value? 11. There, the right hand value with the sign is minus 5. Similarly, for others also. So, in that way, we have to proceed. Look at that. Look at that here. 11 minus 5 because 11 is here, 5 is here. Similarly, for the next difference, 13. This two difference we are going to find 13 minus including the sign 7. Now similarly for this 1 minus 1 divided by 11 minus 4. Clear? It is easy to understand. Right. Next one, 1 minus 1 divided by 13 minus 5 equal to 0. So it is both are 0. That's why I'm not moving with divided difference of fifth difference of the divided one. Because if it is any one of this one is not 0, obviously I have to go for divided del of 5. Here both are 0. If you are finding the next difference also, it will be 0 minus 0 divided by 13 minus 4. Obviously you'll get 0 only. That's why I'm not going to move to the next difference. I mean fifth difference, divided difference. Yes, that's it. The formula is going to vary. Apart from that, everything will be similar here. First value of x is x naught. First value of y is y naught. Then del y naught will be divided del y naught will be this, divided del square y naught will be this, divided del cube y naught will be this. That's it. This values we are going to take now. The first value in the difference table. Here we no need to bother whether it is before the middle level, after the middle level, because in all the only one family we are having for that Newton divided difference formula. Divided del only. Right. Now come to the formula. Look at the formula. This formula I have given in a different way. It's not like your textbook. In your textbook, they have given instead of del y naught, it will be f of x naught comma x1. Instead of del square y naught, it will be f of x naught comma x1 comma x2. Similarly, del cube y naught for 4 arguments. Del power 4 means 5 arguments will be there. If you are writing like that, you will confuse it. If you are writing like del y naught, del square y naught, del cube y naught, we followed the similar thing in the previous difference table also. Yeah, for unequal intervals also we have done the same. So it will be easy to understand and you won't do any mistakes. That's why it is the entirely different one. The formula what I have given here while we compare the textbook. Right. So whatever the easiest concepts are there, I am going to choose for you to present in the easiest way because you know very well numerical method is a very easiest paper and easily you should learn it. That is the only reason. Right. So this is entire different formula I have given here. Thereafter, there is nothing. Y naught is the first value. X is nothing but the value of whatever we are going to find. X naught, X1, X2, X3, etc. Everything, the values, the table values, what they have given there. Look at that. These are all the values. X first value of X is X naught, X1, X2, X3, X4, Xn up to X. Likewise, we have to enter in the formula. Right. Therefore, f of x equivalent to y naught value is 48 from the table we are taking, plus x minus x naught is first value of x. This is x naught. Look at that. X naught. This is x1. This is x2. This is x3. This is x4. This is x5. And this is y naught. So y1, y2 we are not going to take here. So up to this one is enough. Right. Now substitute the values plus next value x minus x naught into x minus x1 into del square y naught. First start with a single value and a single difference into del y naught. Next double two differences. For second order divided difference, two differences will be. That is the clue to understand the formula. Look at that. Single divided difference. So single difference here x minus x naught. Two divided difference square term. So it will be there are two differences here. Likewise, you should memorize the formula to avoid mistakes. Right. Now I have substituted everything for f of 2. Now x is equivalent to 2. I have to find f of 2. X equal to 2. What is x equal at x equal to 2? In the place of 2, I have to replace x by 2. That's it. So look at that. 48 plus 2 minus 4 into 52, 2 minus 4 into 50. So what you have to do in your calculator, do not do manually. Give like this in the terms, each and every terms. First give this term and then give this term, including brace. Brace 2 minus 4 into brace 2 minus 5. If you are giving brace like that in your calculator, it will consider that as multiplication. That's what the thing. So substitute, try to find the values on the each separately each and every step. Finally, you can get the answer. F of 2 is 4. How to conclude whether it is right or wrong? Because our given data is in the ascending order. F of what you are going to find, f of 2 is equal to 4. So it is in the previous level. F of 2. F of 2 will be here. So it will be before 48. So after 48, if you are getting, it will be absolutely wrong. So this is the way you have to do the cross check. Now come to the next one. F of 8. In that formula, replace in the place of x, we are going to replace 8 here. That's it. That's it. Look at that. In all the places, in the place of x, we replace the 8. That's it. Calculated. Then the final answer will be 448. F of 8 will be 448. Shall we do the cross check? F of 8 is 448. This is f of 8. 8 will be here. Value of y is 448. Obviously, it is lies between these two. Next, we are going to find f of 15, I think so. For 15, what is the value of y? We are going to check. Just listen. F of 15. In the same formula, replace x by 15. Yes, do the calculation. It's better to use calculator. Don't do it manually. If you're doing manually, not only you, if others also, even myself, if I'm doing manually, there will be the possibility we can do the plus or minus mistake. So it's better to do with calculator. Right. So that's it. 3150. We will check whether it is right or wrong. Yeah, obviously it is. For x equal to 15, it is 3150. If you're getting below 2000 or more than that also, somewhat it will be nearer to that. More than that also it will be wrong. This is the way to conclude. This is the clue, or it is the trick I would like to give to you to check whether your answer is right or wrong. Yeah. Similarly, next problem. Use Newton's formula. Yeah, as I told you already in the previous problem also. Find the f of x. What is additionally here? I will explain later. And hence find the f of 6. Right. Now we will check the interval whether it is equally spaced or not, because it is an interpolation concept. 1, 2, yeah, 7, 8. Obviously it is not equally spaced, unequal. If it is unequal, will you use Newton's forward interpolation or backward interpolation? Won't be. It will be Newton's divided difference formula we have to use. So to confuse you, they are using Newton's formula. So you should take utmost care about it here. Right. Come to the solution part. So what we are going to do additionally here, we have to find the f of x means we should find the polynomial. I will tell you how to find the polynomial later. First we will find the difference table. X values are arguments are 1, 2, 7, 8, and the corresponding entry values are, y values are 1, 5, 5, 4. You can ask the question, sir, can I check whether the answer is right or wrong here? F of 6, where it will fall and this place. But what about the entries, y values? It is not in ascending order or in descending order. So when you can do the cross check, as I told you already, yeah, it should be in the ascending order or it should be in the descending order. Then only you can easily or you can check it. Or else you are not supposed to do that. You can't able to do the cross check here. Right. Find the divided difference. You know very well. 5 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. Similarly, proceed in the next one. Already I have given the clue. 0 minus 4 divided by next value, left value of the next one, and including sign, right value of the previous one. So 7 minus 1. In the similar way, you have to proceed for other values also. Up to divided del cube we found. Now come to the formula. You know the divided difference. Why we are using divided difference here? Because it is unequally spaced. Right. F of x equivalent to y naught plus one difference into divided del y naught plus two differences into del square y naught plus three differences into del cube y naught plus etc. So now I am going to substitute the values of x naught, x1, x2, etc. everything. So I will get this including y naught value also. Now what I have to do here? They asked to find the polynomial. So for that what I have to do? 1 plus multiply this here 4x minus 4 multiply here uh, that is minus 2 by 3, there is a negative sign is there, minus 2 by 3 into multiply this x square minus 2x minus x plus 2. Similarly, plus 1 by 14 enter, multiply all the three things. Take if there is any common term, you can take it, or you can write that 2 by 3, 1 by 4 as a fraction itself, because we are going to use calculator alone. If you are multiplying, take some coefficient will be there for x cube, because here a higher term is this x cube, and then some constant enter x square, and then some constant enter, it may be plus or minus, it will be depending upon the coefficient what I am going to get, into x and plus constant term plus. So this is what you have to do. So for that, you have to find the polynomial. In that polynomial, you have to replace x by 6 to find it. So in my class, what I will suggest my students here is, do not find the polynomial first. We will do it later. Directly find the value of f of 6. For that, what I have to do? In the place of x, I have to replace by 6. So 1 plus 6 minus 1 into 4 plus 6 minus 1 into 6 minus 2 into minus 2 by 3 plus etc. Try to find the answer first. You'll get the answer. And then in the next step, try to multiply the everything and find the polynomials. So you can ask, sir, why we have to do like that? Because while you are multiplying in that way, you may supposed to do some mistakes here. So while you are considering a polynomial, if there is any plus or minus mistake there also, in the final answer, you won't get the answer, you won't get the exact answer there. That's why try to find the answer. In the place of x, replace x by 6. Try to find the answer first, and then construct the polynomial. Suppose if you are finding, if you are doing any mistake while you are constructing the polynomial, they will only decrease marks for that. Instead of doing like that, first you are constructing the polynomial, and then if you are replacing x by 6 in that polynomial, if the polynomial is wrong, then the answer also will be wrong. So that's why this is the next clue I would like to give here. So we have to construct the polynomial like that, and then in the place of x, replace by 6, we can get the answer. It will be 6.23. Fix to 2 or 3 decimal here. No need to do for such much decimal places. 2 or 3 decimal places enough. That's it. So that's it, guys. And one more example I have given here. It's a simple example. To confuse you, they have given the data like that. In this, look at that. This is y value. These are all x values. So x values are 1, 3, 6, 11. And what about y? Y you have to find. It is x cube plus x plus 2. So in that value, so replace x by 1. So what will get 1 plus 1 plus 1? So y value will be 4 for this. Will be 4 for this. This was the equation. And give x by 3. Replace with 27 plus 3 plus 2. Is 2. Okay. So 30, 32 it will be y value. This is the way to find the values of y. So indirectly they have given that. That's why I have chosen this problem. Only they asked to find the divided differences. I mean difference table alone. Right. X values are 1, 3, 6 and 11. F of x will be x cube plus x plus 2. Replace x by 1, we get 4, x by 3, 32, x by 6, will this. And then thereafter know how to find the, thereafter you know very well how to find the divided differences. 32 minus 4 divided by 3 minus 1. And that way we have to do. So will be 14 and then 64 and then 224. Find the second difference and then the third difference.